Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh, it's a pleasure, as usual, to be amongst all of you, and particularly Deen Dayal ji. So, Ajay ji ne आपको बहुत he has explained your name very well, and it's absolutely apt. And CSR, the financial inclusion, perhaps the subject is very apt today. And I think looking at it from how it evolved, Gupta ji ne baat kiya, I think he explained everything very, very lucidly as far as the subject is concerned, and what interventions have been there and what schemes have been there, and how you have to actually define each one. I think very, very lucidly spoken. And followed by Ajay ji, he actually he brought the spiritual aspects to it. And I think more importantly, the social responsibility, what we think is responsibility, it was actually evolved into another, plane of spiritualism, where it comes from within and not from, not from some kind of a very a formulated regulation or a rule. Like how I'm reminded of J.R.D. Tata's, saying long ago, maybe in the beginning of 19th century, I think, when he said that community is not just a stakeholder in the process of business. Business में community just stakeholder नहीं होता है. The very purpose of existence of business is based on the community. It's actually, it's if community is there, business is there. It's so you have to look at it from that angle. From talking from the business point of view, because I represent one stakeholder who represents business in this forum. So we have to look at the corporate social responsibility as inherent and integral part of the entire business. I think that is how we have to see. And the evolution of CSR in India, I should say it is very recent. But जो अजय जी ने बताया था कि the very tradition that has existed in our nation as a culture has been to serve others, to see how the community develops by service. And that includes environment, that includes everything what we are talking, in formal terms as CSR in different sectors and segments. It is all, it was all imbibed in our culture. So I think, we have been always tuned to that, and we have been, as a nation, we have been, we have progressed that way. Today we are actually making it a little more segmented and more specific. That's all. The 2013 Amendment to Companies Act has been one such milestone, where you have actually made the process to be a little more specific, rule-oriented, and to ensure that corporates realize that and make their necessary commitments. So that is all that milestone happened, and it's a very good progressive step in that direction. But looking at it from a very spiritual angle, it has always been there with us. But this has now become more rule oriented, and rule orientation is very good. It makes people walk more orderly and more systematically. I think that's and it is very important, because so far, we were progressing a little slowly. Our GDP also was not that high. and our, the population was not very high. Now, in today's context, as the business are going and as the GDP levels are skyrocketing, and you have to look at it from the at least the aspiration levels for achieving the GDPs. We have already announced that we will be going for a 9.5% growth this year, and which is very, very unprecedented, keeping the circumstances. It only shows the potential, how much we can go. Probably, last 2 years, if this pandemic was not there, we would have reached this much faster and much higher. So if you are looking at, the volumes of growth going so high, it is better to be systematic and better to be rule-oriented and better to have segments. So this is the background with which we are looking at CSR today. And I should say, as public sectors, I can speak on behalf of all the public sectors also, but I think more importantly, ownership agnosticness is more important, because it is not about whether it's a public sector or whether it's a private sector or it's any other sector. It's about how much a corporate can, how well and how responsibly a corporate can, contribute towards our society. Because ultimately, nation building is all about collective responsibilities and collective contributions. So I think every individual has its responsibility, every corporate has its responsibility. So I think you have to look at it from that angle. And from the point of view of our organization, the IIFCL, I can say very well, we have realized that very, very long ago, and we're about 16 years old today. We are going through our 16th year. And so far, we have covered 26 states in our corporate social responsibility programs. It has always been an integral part of IIFCL's business. We have contributed our CSR holdings to more than 5 lakh people have so far benefited from this across these 26 states. And most of it, 3,75,000, I should say, have been children, school children. So our focus has been on sanitation in schools, sanitation in households also, and sanitation in schools. That has been our focus. We have covered almost all the 26 states. About 375 students are benefiting because of these sanitation programs that we have undertaken. And in our programs, it is not just about building a toilet. It is about ensuring that it's maintained well. There is proper water facilities, and the toilets are absolutely kept hygienic, and you have all the modern facilities which are necessary, including the way in which the STPs or the kind of drainage systems which are there, everything put together. We ensure all that. And another aspect of our intervention has been Swachhata, and of course from Swachhata it is Swasthata, like it is health. Health program has been one very important area where we have been working. We have partnered with All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and we have set up a center of excellence for children again, child neurology, excellence in child neurology, where it's not just about neurodevelopment disorders which are treated, but also to study the preventive measures which can be there, because today that is a very, very important subject in as far as healthcare is concerned. And particularly, children are the future of the nation, and I think we need to look at it from that angle. So we have to see how best we give the best of health facilities. And even telemedicine has been, introduced there. So AIIMS has been one important partner. We have also set apart some funds for the below poverty line cancer patients under the health minister's fund. So we have been helping them because such important interventions are required for BPL patients, particularly where they cannot afford the treatment. So there we have been helping them. We have also set apart certain diagnostic center. One diagnostic center is even there in Gurgaon, where the treatment is almost free for everybody, and the facility is all state of the art. So we have been intervening in those areas as far as health is concerned. One more area where we have been very active is about ensuring energy, access to energy, that is street lighting and lighting in the households. We have adopted many villages we have across the country, and we have ensured that this street lighting is very much provided, because ultimately, and these are mainly areas where you don't have any formal electric connections. So we have empowered these electricity coverages by ensuring solar powered street lights or solar powered household lamps. So those are some of the areas where we have contributed. And in the area of agriculture, we have also ensured that so water pumping is done through solar pumps. We have also put in place some solar pumps to ensure proper irrigation. So that is one more area, connected area. We have adopted certain villages. We have adopted villages in the northeast, gradually, so that these very backward villages can come in the mainstream. So, and we have adopted villages in the eastern part of India also, Naxal areas also, where the efforts is to bring everybody into the mainstream and get a very equitable livelihood for everybody. So that is one more area. In the skill development, because we believe that employment is very important, and today's employability is more important. That employability means you have to develop skills. So skill sets. So skill development has been a very important area for IIFCL. So we have trained more than 10,000 youth for different vocations, and skill development is a very important area, and throughout the country our programs are in progress. We have partnered with various institutions across the country, and that is also one area where we hope to contribute more. Then one very recognized area where we have received certain recognition from the state, from the central government, has been the area of sports. We have been a very silent sponsors of various sports programs. For example, the badminton has been one of our adopted sports. We had sponsored the first, the last Olympic team for badminton, where we got the first silver medal, Sindhu and others. In fact, we have been sponsoring all the badminton players. And since badminton was one forward sport, we thought we should also get into some other areas where we need to support the tribals. So we have started sponsoring the archery. That is also one of our, and plus it's basically the Olympic podium scheme which is actually receiving all our support. And other than that, I think more importantly, in the contemporary, in the current context, last year and last year when we had, if I made from March 20, when we had this very, very big catastrophe hitting the country, we contributed 25 crores to, that is a very small contribution, of course, but we could not move out. We are also constrained by the numbers in our organization. We couldn't move out anything, but we could contribute at least something to the Prime Minister's Relief Fund, which had some, which needed to be, supported at that particular point in time, considering that, health facilities had to be renewed and we had to have cylinders, we had to have more beds, and a lot of contributions went from Prime Minister's Relief Fund, and we contributed largely to that. So I think that is one area where we intend to actually support more, not only in the form of CSR, but because we are an infrastructure finance institution, and finance institution like Guptaji was mentioning, finance is an area where, everyone understands CSR is important, but CSR and the activities of CSR needs finance. But we look at it not only from the social aspect, but also as a sustainable aspect. From the sustainability point of view, we look at, the infrastructure as a business, and laying, the foundations for new hospitals, new healthcare facilities, diagnostics, all those areas are our integral business components also. So I think it covers more or less everything as far as IIFCL's contributions are concerned. And I am sure I can say the same thing about many of my other colleagues in the corporate sectors who have been able to make their contributions in this area. Today we have nearly about 45,000 crores, which is to be invested in the CSR because of this 2% rule, which has been set up in the 2013 amendment. So I think that is a very good corpus to ensure at least a part of our livelihood programs are more regulated and our habitation is made much more smoother and convenient. I think with this I will conclude, because I think I've taken enough time to tell our contributions. And I should also say, I should also congratulate Deen Dayal ji once again, because I think his foundation is one which is very regular in keeping this dialogue alive, because I think we have to keep talking about it, and we have to keep meeting, and we have to keep networking, so that unless we keep discussing these things again and again, this will not really, it should not move out of our focus. So I think that from that angle, I think this is a very important subject, and it keeps, he keeps the dialogue alive by bringing all of us together. So thank you very much, and once again, assuring all our support for this. Thank you.